What else did you learn about the gut biome in prepping for this
What's
book?
neat is now we have these interventional trials. So we've always known you can. So flashback a few years ago, it was a black hole, almost no pun intended, where because most gut bugs are actually unculturable in laboratory conditions. Like we can't grow them outside of the human colon. We don't know what the gas, we don't know. And so it was black bug. We had no idea what was going on there until we had genetic fingerprinting techniques. And all of a sudden, for the first time, we'd be like, oh, okay, we can actually track people's microbiome over time, compare people's different microbiomes, and we can correlate diseases with different bugs in our gut and change people's diets, change the microbiome, see the beneficial or adverse effects. But that's the problem. If you improve someone's diet, all of a sudden you give people lots of whole grains and legumes, beans, split peas, chickpeas, and lentils, lots of prebiotics. They get these beneficial changes in their microbiome, and all of a sudden they have amazing health benefits. Yeah, but you just fed them a whole bunch of healthy food. How do we know microbiome has anything to do with it? That's where fecal transplants come along, right? Then we can prove it's the microbiome because we can take those gut bugs and put it into somebody who's continues to eat a crappy diet and see if we can get those same metabolic benefits. And that's what we're seeing. So we're seeing, someone gets a fecal transplant from someone who's overweight, all of a sudden they start packing on pounds eating the same food. Or there's
That's crazy.
Mental health changes, all sorts of crazy things. And now we can prove it's the gut bug. Now, what happens is, of course, it's temporary because, right, you infuse the gut bugs, but then you keep starving them by not eating any fiber, and then they die away. But you see initially those same benefits. Of course, you got to feed those gut bugs or they're going to die off. But so what went from a correlation science, now we have a causation science.